I'm sitting with David Marquet, and he is the former U.S. nuclear submarine captain and the best-selling author of the book Turn the Ship Around. Is that correct?
Yeah, turn the ship around.
Thank you for being here with us today. Let's see your book, Turn the Ship Around. And tell me a little bit, what do you do about yourself?
I came up to the United States Navy,
Okay.
and it's an environment where the idea of a leadership is the leader tells people what to do, right? That's the image that we have, and I was really good at doing that. And then I got to a situation where I was at the last minute to be captain of a submarine, but it was a ship I was not trained up to go to. It was a very last minute decision. And so all of a sudden I'm put in this position where I'm the one who's supposed to be telling people what to do, because everyone's looking to me as the captain, tell us what to do. But I didn't know. I didn't know how all the details of the equipment worked, but I tried to, and I gave a bad order. It was basically like saying shift into fifth gear, but a car only had 4 gears. And the officer repeated it. And when it came to light that we couldn't do it, all my ideas of leadership went out the window, because in the past the idea was give better orders. The problem with giving bad orders is you just got to give better orders. Now it's like, well, how could I? I don't know the ship. And I had to go to a different model where I said, look, guys, I'm never going to tell you what to do. I'm never going to give an order as the captain. And they were like, okay, well, we have to do something, because if you lean back, we have to lean into you, because normally it's I lean into the officers, they lean into we always lean down, and then we direct and they report, right? It's direct reports. So I'm saying, look, I'm going to lean back, and you guys say, I intend to. Don't say I request permission. Don't say, what do you want me to do? Don't say I got a problem, full stop. Just say, tell me what you intend to do and make me stop you from doing it. And so I did that, and the officers started telling me, and then the chiefs, and then the whole ship, and we all changed the whole thing. And it was the worst performing ship when I got there. That's why I was short term, because the previous person quit. And then we went to become the highest performing ship with the highest morale. And it wasn't because I was doing anything miraculous. I actually stopped, I did less. I just kind of kept. And so now I believe that one of the most important innovations for employment is a new idea of leadership, where leaders view themselves as creating environments where people can be at their best, not going around and telling them what to do. Because when you tell people what to do, it shuts them down. There's no need to think if you're told what to do. But we got to create an environment where we can tap this in all of our people. And that comes from just leaning back a little bit. So now I get to, so that's what the story's about. And now I get to travel around and, come to Manchester here and be at CIPD, and I'm going to go give a talk. We're going to make it fun for everybody in about an hour.
What is your talk going to be about?
So, I'm going to tell the story a little bit, and we're going to go in a little bit more detail about, okay, now what are the tools, for example, that we use? Our thing is it's like primary school. And we don't, not because we think people are dumb, but because we think the problem is not learning things, it's about behavior. So one of our tools is this ladder of leadership. And the idea is that we listen to the other person, and they show up someplace. At the bottom, you have tell me what to do. And then but you resist telling them what to do, and you say, yeah, I know, because you know the answer.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, right. It's like, I want to tell you so bad, but I'm going to say no. And I just say, tell me more. And you get them talking about the situation. So the cameraman says, hey, Rhea, where do you want me to set up? And you're like, I don't know, tell me about the setup. Well, the lighting's like this, da-da-da. What do you think? I think over here. Okay, well, what would you like to, I'd like to set up. What do you intend to do? I intend to set the camera up here, have you guys sitting over here, da-da-da, all that. And that's as simple as it is.
What about micromanaging? How can you advise someone not to micromanage, their employees?
Generally speaking, one, you'll see the answer, right? And so you're the leader. You see the answer, you see the solution, you see the problem. You're like, why aren't they doing it, right? And you get impatient. And you can say, okay, I want to prod them, I want to keep them going, I want them to report all these details. And it's all about you being the smart person and figuring everything out. And you can do that, but the problem is everything is dependent upon you to be right. And it depends on you to have all the ideas. And if you're wrong, or your company has more than one person, then the team is going to have collective more knowledge. They're going to see more than you. They're going to know more than you. And if you don't maximize those 10 people, it doesn't really matter how smart you are. These 10 people are going to be a lot smarter than you, unless you just treat them like telling them what to do all the time, right? Which is what micromanagers do. So the idea is to put in your mind, what do I want to be doing in 6 months, in a year? Do I still want to be running around like I am now, telling everybody what to do, or do I want to be able to back off and not lean back and let them be coming to me with ideas? That's how you're going to win.
Leadership. What does that mean to you?
It means creating an environment where people can be at their best. It does not mean telling people what to do. It doesn't mean saying you're all screwed up, we're going to fix you. It means me taking responsibility for the culture. And so, for example, if I say, let's say collaboration. I want everyone to collaborate. Well, you didn't collaborate last Friday. I saw you go home early. So I can try and do that tactic, or I can say, first of all, there may be a totally legitimate reason for that. But the way leaders think is like, what am I doing that makes it easy for people to collaborate with you just the way you are, rather than like, I'm going to go tweak something in you. So leadership is about creating an environment where people can be at their best. And people at their best, people like solving problems, thinking, engaged, solving problems. That's what we got to do. It means making it safe for them. Because when you start saying, what do you think we should do? What do you intend to do? That's going to be scary, because that involves the future.
Understood. I saw that you have a vlog going up on YouTube.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Leadership Nudge.
Leadership nudges.
Leadership Nudges. Give us a leadership nudge today for our viewers.
Okay, so the idea is like little tidbits, and these things are all less than 60 seconds. So here's one. The next 10 times you go out to eat at a restaurant, I want you to turn to the server and say, pick for me. You don't get to pick your meal. Why does this work? It's because you get to practice giving up control in a very small way, right? Now, if you're allergic to nuts or something, you say, yeah, hey, I don't want nuts, or maybe you're a vegetarian, say, I don't want any meat, whatever. But so you can bound it. But in general, I want you guys to practice giving up control in a very small and safe way. So try this. And what will happen is you'll see very interesting things. One, there'll be generally a little bit of anxiety or an anticipation, excitement. What am I going to get? And servers react differently. Some servers are going to be like, really? What do you want? You're going to give me a bad review on Yelp or something. And some servers are going to be very excited. Oh, I'm going to charge into that. I'm going to make you the best meal ever. But that's going to be the exact same reaction of your people at work. Some, they're going to need you to make it safe for them, and some of them are going to be able to charge forward. So that trains you to feel what it's like to give up control and to see how people respond when you give them, because the server's not used to making that decision. So now you're asking your people to make a decision, but it's safe, right? The worst thing that can happen is you get one bad meal, right? Just go down the street and go to McDonald's.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wonderful, David. Thank you for joining us today and for your time, and good luck for your keynote later.
Okay, thanks a lot. I just wanted to say that we have an exclusive training partner here in the UK, and they're remarkable. That's their name also. And they're the only training partner that we've certified in the whole world. Every place else we do the training, but we have Remarkable. They're home ported up in Edinburgh. And if you want to learn more, you can either reach out to them or come to the Leadership Nudge YouTube channel, subscribe to that.
Thank you so much for joining us today. So subscribe to the Leadership Nudges channel and to Employment Innovation TV. From myself, Ria G. Thank you.